Just like last week, Ankha's stepping up again, taking on a highly ranked opponent. He's just got to stick to his guns, wrestle the whole match. And he's slick, avoiding 2 shot attempts from Labriola, but not getting to any offense of his own just yet.
Enkhmandakh able to slip out of those 2. Dual meet last year, Labriola took on Troy Fisher, won by major decision 19-7, went 8-0 in dual meets. Last season, currently 3-1 this year.
Labriola in on a single leg again. He's got that elevated foot in the armpit, looking for a tree trap finish. It's close to the takedown here.
2-point takedown scored by Mikey Labriola. He'll start riding. His only loss so far this season coming against Garrett Nijenhouse of Purdue. A close decision, 6-4. They'll return to the center of the mat in this one. With 2 minutes left in the first period. For Northwestern, Enkhmandakh is 0-6 in Big Ten dual meets in his career. Manages to score an escape point. The wrestlers will return to neutral. Jamie, Mikey Labriola, a very distinguished wrestler, 3-time All-American. What does Ankhaa Enkhmandakh have to do just to stay in this one, to not get pinned like he did last weekend?
Ankhaa wants to stick to his guns. He's got great underhooks, great hand fighting. He's a big Greco-Roman wrestler, so he'll definitely be looking for some throws, but he's just got to keep moving, make every point hard. You know, don't give up any easy takedowns, stay in the center of the mat, and just fight hard. That's what we train to do. Labriola slick there, coming around, almost collecting both legs, but...
Another 2-point takedown scored by Labriola. And a quick escape from Enkhmandakh.
Labriola's quick. Ankhaa definitely doesn't want him to build momentum here, keep scoring these leg attacks. Once he starts getting cut, if he lets Labriola keep taking him down, that's where Labriola wants to be. Wants to keep racking up takedowns, maybe score some bonus points. Ankha's just got to keep fighting tough, not let him do that.
Labriola with his 3rd takedown of this first period. Enkhmandakh with his 3rd escape of his own, and another takedown right away for Labriola. Lets Enkhmandakh escape.
Momentum there that I'm talking about. Once he starts scoring on his feet, it's hard to stop him. Ankha's got to keep his cool, stay in the center of the mat, not let Labriola push him out of position or push him around too much. But Labriola's staying on the offense, collecting the foot again, low single, 6 seconds left.
Referee says no control as we crawl to the end of this first period. 4-point lead in favor of Mikey Labriola.
Ankhaa doing a good job hanging on to that ankle there, not letting Labriola get another takedown at the end of the period. Definitely wasn't the best period for Ankhaa, but there's a little victory there.
Enkhmandakh starting on the bottom. Labriola will go back on top. Looking to score bonus points here as Enkhmandakh cuts the lead to 3 with that escape.
Labriola having some headgear troubles. Labriola's doing a good job getting Ankhaa to react here, react to these fake shots. Ankhaa wants to stay in these positions, digging his underhooks, pummeling, staying in the hand fight. He gets dinged for stalling. And Labriola converts another takedown.
Another takedown for Labriola. 5-point lead as we near the halfway point of the second period.
Looks like Labriola might be threatening a near side cradle, switching off between the near side cradle, some wrists, but he's not super committed to the ride. Committed to hyperextending onto Ankhaa's elbow a little bit.
One escape, Ankhaa.
But now they're back on their feet.
Labriola dominating on Friday against Andrew McNally out of Wisconsin. 14-4 major decision. Controlled the majority of that match, despite McNally's late attempts to rally back. Shot attempt from Enkhmandakh. No good. Labriola will convert that one to a takedown. And as you see the riding time slowly starting to kick up, referee counting near fall. It'll be a 4 near fall for Mikey Labriola as the score goes to 16-6. Enkhmandakh in a 10-point hole here with 1 period left to wrestle.
Labriola's definitely smelling a tech fall here. Definitely wants to put up bonus points for the Huskers.
Coming in, this was one of those matches that the Cornhuskers would have singled in on. Troy Fisher not wrestling tonight. Would have seen Enkhmandakh as a chance to score big bonus points, and that's what we've seen right here with Mikey Labriola.
Yep, absolutely. Ankhaa's still wrestling tough. He's keep moving, doesn't stop moving, but Labriola's got a lot of momentum at this point in the match. Just able to keep getting to that right leg of Enkhmandakh. And there he goes, collecting both ankles again. He's really close to a takedown.
No points awarded for the referee. The two wrestlers pushing to the outside of the mat, 1.5 minutes left to go. Mikey Labriola needs a couple more to score that tuck fall. Nebraska currently leading this meet 3-0. Another takedown. And an escape from Enkhmandakh. Labriola choosing to cut him loose really quick. Definitely wants those bonus points here at 174 pounds.
And this is definitely a duel that could come down to bonus points at the end of the day. So this is a big attempt by Labriola, looking for the tech fall rather than staying satisfied with a major decision. Ankhaa's got to fight real hard here to prevent that from happening.
14-point lead for Labriola. Enkhmandakh doing his best to try and hold off that tech fall.
But including riding time, looks like Labriola might be able to lock it in.
With riding time factored in, Labriola has that point secured. Currently a 14-point lead when that's added on. Needs 15 for that tech fall, 30 seconds left to go to try and grab that extra dual meet point.
Again, coming to that right leg. It's real close here, collecting another takedown, and there it is.
Labriola scoring another takedown with 16 seconds left. Wins that one 23-8. Adding in the riding time, 24-8. Tough match for Enkhmandakh. Labriola will be happy with that. He improves to 13-1 on the season. Down in the dual meet to 17-6. Moving on to 133 pounds for Nebraska. Freshman Dominick Serrano out of Windsor, Colorado for the Wildcats. Number 9, Chris Cannon, coming out against a huge match last weekend against Colin Schriever for Iowa. Dropped his red shirt. Cannon spoiling the
with his dad in the middle of the match. We'll see if those extracurricular activities continue this time around.
Chris Cannon's dad sitting right behind us in that one. Haven't heard him yet, but I'm sure we will.
He'll make his presence known if he's here. Serrano coming in with a nice snap, using Cannon's momentum against him. Cannon's got to make sure not to get too trigger happy, but he's definitely got to get to his offense.
Serrano, another Nebraska wrestler coming in to his college career undefeated in high school. 168-0, 122 wins by fall. Huge upset last week on Friday against Kyle Berwick out of Wisconsin. That one scraped to overtime, but Serrano taking it 10-8, trying to take down a top 10 opponent in Chris Cannon.
Coach Howe yelling at Cannon to score first. I think this dual meet has really shown the importance of that. You really got to get on your offense early in these matches, especially every match in the Big Ten is tight. Everyone's competitive, and if you want to score bonus points, you need to get on your offense early and keep on your offense. You need to really get that momentum rolling for you. And in those heavyweights, first couple matches, Nebraska did a really good job getting their momentum rolling early on. Cannon in deep on a double leg, but Serrano does a good job fighting out of that with his whizzer. But that's what you want to see from Cannon, more offense, putting Serrano on his heels. Cannon's so quick.
Cannon wrestled his redshirt season, 2019-2020 at 125 pounds, moved up last season, secured All-American, placed 7th at the national championships, 4th in the Big Ten. And looking to give Dominick Serrano a warning as to how strong this 133-pound division is.
Cannon not reacting to Serrano's fakes. Really close to scoring on that single leg there. But Serrano gets dinged for stalling. Just too many attempts by Chris to really nothing from Serrano. But here we go. Serrano in on a single leg, able to elevate it. Chris is on the ankles here, hoping to tie him up, not letting him convert this takedown. Serrano looks content to kind of just hang out here as the period ends.
At the end of period number 1, we are all tied
No
up.
points scored in the first 3 minutes. See the shot attempt from Chris Cannon. Serrano doing a good job at climbing out of Cannon's grasp. Cannon will start on the bottom. Serrano will get a chance to establish the first sense of control in this match at 133.
Cannon moving off the whistle, now able to get up to his feet. Gets his escape and looks immediately for a takedown, but Serrano's wise to it. Keeps moving his feet. Serrano's done a good job this match, reacting really quickly to all of Cannon's offense. Both guys are obviously really quick.
Chris Cannon, only a redshirt sophomore for Nebraska. Not wrestling tonight, but definitely a factor in the years forward. Redshirt junior, Boo Dryden, as you see a takedown from Dominick Serrano. Chris Cannon doing his best to try and escape that one. Boo Dryden currently 14-0 in open tournaments so far this season, including a win over Dominick Serrano at the Grand View Open in November. Cannon escapes. But a take.
Coach Storniolo encouraging Cannon to keep his pace up. Serrano's already been dinged for stalling. Chris definitely has to stay on his offense. That was a nice shot from Serrano, but Chris can't let it get to him. Chris coming again, managing that double leg. Both guys with some really impressive athleticism there. Serrano able to throw Chris all the way through just for Chris to come around and collect his legs from the back. That was a nice takedown. I mean, really good wrestling from both guys. Really entertaining wrestling.
Cannon's first takedown of the match. We've seen this a lot from him. 5-0 this season in dual meets. Position that he's very comfortable in. Content to ride out this period and put the emphasis on Serrano for the Husker to score points in the third.
Serrano close to an escape here, looking for a reversal with 2 seconds left. Chris is staying on the leg. More just really exciting wrestling there. Chris cannot take a break, cannot let up. He's got to keep wrestling through this third period. I don't think a 2-point lead will cut it. He's got to keep staying on his offense, scoring some points, and that's what he does. Chris is a aggressive guy, definitely a scrapper, and he's going to want to keep scoring points. Coach Manning a little upset about that whistle there. Not sure if he just didn't hear it because of the music, but looked like a good start. Cannon able to throw his left leg in, elevate Serrano's left leg, keep it off the mat. That's a nice leg ride. Chris is really good here. Got to punish him on top. Chris has got to keep his weight on his toes here, not just lie down on top, but really keep the pressure on. Try to drag Serrano's hip over, maybe look for a Turk, look for a power half. Some near fall points would really help Cannon's case in this match.
Mark Manning wants Serrano to pull that left leg out, finally does. But
Serrano
Cannon
not doing a whole lot on bottom here. Now he's coming up a little bit more. But Serrano's already been dinged for stalling, and I wouldn't be surprised if Cannon collects a point off it in this period.
Coach Manning of the Huskers in the referee's ear, yelling at Cannon, telling him he's stalling.
Calling an illegal move. I'm not sure what that's on. I'm sure we'll get a review here.
Looks like the referee will ding Chris Cannon for a dangerous position. Nebraska coaches motioning for the head. But Cannon will go back on top.
And that's a big point for the refs to be giving Serrano here. I didn't quite see what it was for, but that tightens this match up. Chris hasn't quite locked in riding time, but he's getting close. But a reversal in the next 10 seconds would put Serrano in the lead. So they've made a close match even closer with that call. I'll definitely be taking a look at that later to see what that was really for.
Cannon coming closer and closer to securing that riding time. Serrano will do his best to get a quick escape. Cannon rolling over Serrano, trying to get that left shoulder to the mat.
Chris is locked in riding time. That's a big point in this tight match, but Serrano's on his feet now.
30 seconds, Catsman.
Score is tied up as we see it, but with riding time, Cannon holding the 1-point advantage. Serrano needs a takedown with only 20 seconds left in the third period.
Serrano in on an attack. Chris holding on to the short offense front headlock with 13 seconds left. A takedown and a ride out here does seal it for Serrano. Cannon has yet to be hit for stalling, so he can really hold on here. The ref calls that a stalemate with less than 5 seconds left, giving Serrano one more shot. Oh, Serrano thought the match was over, but he's got another chance to go.
Needs to go straight for a shot.
No takedown.
The Nebraska bench on their feet. No takedown scored.
Close.
The red brick is thrown. Serrano really went all out there. Chris Cannon not doing the best of jobs fending him off.
Well, Serrano realized he had a second lease on life there. Definitely wanted to come in for that takedown. Gets in on a nice double leg, and it's close. It's close, but Cannon wrestled through it. I don't know. I don't think that's a takedown, but it's definitely close. I mean, good job by Serrano putting him in that position. I don't think he ever really had control. Just because Cannon kept wrestling through, Serrano never really locked in on top. They never stopped moving. So I don't think control was established, but we'll see what the refs have to say. And this is a situation where that illegal call from the refs, I mean, obviously rears its head here.
Huge, absolutely huge. That 1 point given to Serrano for the dangerous position taken up by Cannon.
And Cannon's not happy with this either way. Win or loss, he's not a guy who likes to wrestle close matches. He definitely wants to blow these open. but Serrano did a really good job taking it to Chris in his own territory. I mean, both guys so athletic, so explosive. That was an awesome match.
Very, very close match at 133. No takedown, says the referees. Serrano unsuccessful. Cannon doing a good job at winning that. Improves to 6-0 in his dual meets this season. As we move on to 141 pounds for the Cornhuskers. It's a big one. Chad Redd Jr., number 9 in the country, comes in 8-2, the 3-time All-American. Northwestern will send out Frankie Talk-Shahar, 5-4. Huge win last week in a 10-6 decision over Drew Bennett. The native out of Delray Beach, Florida, will have his work cut out for him against the senior from Indianapolis, Indiana.
These guys have wrestled a couple times, been fairly close matches, and Frankie's really been on another level this year, kind of coming into his own after getting experience last year, taking some hard losses. He's also been a man on a mission. Watching him and Cannon wrestle in practice is top-tier entertainment. Those guys go at it, keep each other sharp, and Frankie's definitely going to be looking to take it to Redd here.
Redd winning 3-2 in a decision over Frankie Talk-Shahar in an extra match in the dual meet 1 year ago. See Talk-Shahar doing a good job at fending off any shot attempts from Redd. It's one of the weight classes that Nebraska is absolutely stacked in with Redd. One of 8 unseeded All-Americans to come into the national tournament unseeded, secure that top 8 finish in his freshman year in program history.
Redd in on a single leg here, able to elevate it, but Frankie's got his arm locked to his side. This is a tough position to score from, but definitely a scoring opportunity for Redd here. He's doing a good job elevating Frankie here. Savvy wrestling from both guys so far. Frankie definitely can't just hang out. It looks like Redd's about to get his arm free, and he does. Both guys tying each other's ankles up. Ref calls stalemate. And refs really like to see action in those positions. Once motion stops, they'll generally call that a stalemate, put the guys back on their feet, even if it looks like there might be a scoring opportunity for one guy.
Redd placing 6th last year at the national tournament. 3rd 1 year before that in the Big Ten championship, lost to Nick Lee out of Penn State in the semifinals. Then 1 year before that, finished 8th at nationals.
Mark Manning encouraging Redd to keep moving, getting to his offense, but Frankie's doing a good job controlling the center of the mat. They seem to call him Junior on the Nebraska side. It's a cute nickname.
Chad Redd wrestling under his father in high school at New Palestine. Chad Redd Sr. was a 4-time state champion in 4 different weight classes in Indiana. Now wrestling at 141 pounds, has made his name known in Husker history and looking to leave an imprint on Frankie Talk-Shahar's record.
And Redd's had a great career so far, but he definitely struggles with consistency. He's a flashy wrestler, but like we saw last time, or in that 3-2 match that they wrestled last year, Frankie's able to keep it close, and if he can keep it close in this match, he can definitely win.
Talk-Shahar starting out this second period on top. Redd secures the first points with that escape.
Frankie getting Chad Redd to really react on those fakes. Frankie staying in the center of the mat here, and both guys hand fighting hard. That's just Big Ten wrestling for you. Neither guy wants to let the other guy push him around. Both definitely scrappers. Red coming in with a left side underhook, it looked like, but Frankie's able to fight it off. Red's got a hard right side collar tie in, definitely trying to pull Frankie's head down. And Nebraska coach is encouraging Junior to keep the action going. But you can be guaranteed that Frankie's looking for offense of his own right now.
Talk-Shahar never one to shy away from a challenge. Chad Red Jr. cannot underestimate the Northwestern sophomore with 50 seconds left in the second period.
Super close match so far, but Frankie's definitely the aggressor here, I think. He's keeping Red towards the edge of the mat, and even though Red jumps the gun there, Frankie's not letting him get to his leg. Frankie's showing some fancy footwork there too, jumping around a little bit. That's something Red's usually known for, but Frankie's not giving him the opportunity to show that footwork off. And there we go, Frankie continuing to push forward. You know, he definitely doesn't want to push forward, he doesn't want to chase, but keeping that pressure in is definitely going to open up scoring opportunities for him. So this is where Frankie wants to be. He's keeping it close, looking for his offense, keeping Red reacting. There again, another fake. Red takes a big step back.
Both wrestlers tied up in the middle of the mat. Second period comes to a close. Jamie, Frankie Talk-Shahar down 1 point, but he has to be feeling good. He's given Chad Red Jr. a run for his money in the first 5 minutes of this match.
This is a really close match so far. Obviously, both guys are in a position to win it. It's just going to come down to who connects with their offense first. Frankie's got to get up on bottom here and get right to his feet, working from neutral. But yeah, I think Frankie's definitely proven to be the aggressor so far. Red definitely running Frankie off the mat there, unable to hold him down, and gets dinged for stalling. And he's chatting with the ref a little bit, but that was pretty clearly Red just pushing Frankie out of bounds because he couldn't keep him down.
Northwestern bench wants a false start on Chad Red Jr.
Yeah, that was a little bit questionable, but, you know, got to wrestle to beat the whistle. Frankie getting to his feet. Now Red's circling, keeping him out of bounds.
Talk-Shahar tying this one up, gets dinged for a stall warning, stepping out of bounds. A minute and a half here of high-octane wrestling at 141 pounds. Everything to wrestle for, with the Huskers up 8 in the overall meet score, a match that Northwestern arguably needs to win if they want to stay in this.
Yeah, absolutely. Both guys have been dinged for stalling once, so you can be sure they're going to keep active. Red's in on a single leg here, but Frankie staying tough with his defense, looking to circle around, grab the ankles. Red's doing a good job elevating Frankie's left leg, but Frankie's not letting him score here. It's close. Frankie's staying on the leg. No takedown here yet. Red's real close, though.
1 minute.
Nebraska coaches wanting near fall. Frankie Talk-Shahar. 2-point takedown secured by Chad Red Jr. Coach Matt Storniolo yelling in Frankie Talk-Shahar's ear. Talk-Shahar needs an escape and a takedown or a reversal in order to stay in this.
Red's riding a wrist. He's got Frankie's right wrist locked up, looks like gable bar. Frankie's got to keep moving on bottom. He's got 30 seconds left to get up and get a takedown. And Red did a good job getting to his offense there. That's what it was going to come down to. It was just who gets their offense first. So Frankie's got to respond here.
Coach Mark Manning extremely animated on the sideline. Can't tell if he's frustrated at Chad Red Jr. or the referee for calling that stalemate. Regardless, 21 seconds to go in the third period. The wrestlers will return to the middle. Talk-Shahar will go back on bottom. Chad Red Jr. with a 2-point lead in the 8th match of the night.
Red getting a count because he's holding on to Frankie's leg. And that's just driving off the mat. Frankie gets a point there. He's got 9 seconds. So now if he can escape, they're going to overtime. Again, 3-2, the same scoreline that we saw in their last match last year. at the dual meet.
Chad Red Jr. has that riding time at the moment, 1 minute exactly.
And that's big riding time. So unless Frankie can get a reversal, an escape won't cut it at this point.
Huge decision by the referees to award that point to Talk-Shahar, cutting the lead to 1. See them adjusting the clock back to 9 seconds even. Frankie Talk-Shahar needing a reversal in order to score big points against Chad Red Jr.
Nice mat return from Red. Looks like he's going to finish this match out on top, and another close match. Good fight from Frankie, but Red was savvy, and he got that takedown when he needed it.
And the same score that we saw between these two a year ago, 3-2. 149 pounds for the Northwestern Wildcats. Number 11, Yahya Thomas, coming in 7-3. Very close match against Max Murin last weekend of Iowa. Murin turning it around in the last 15 seconds. And he'll come up against Ridge Lovett, number 4 in the country. Lovett 12-2, 5-1 in dual meets this season. Comes in, was upset by Austin Gomez on Friday of Wisconsin, 4-2.
Yahya already in on a single leg. He's got Lovett's leg in the air. Coming in for the takedown, and he collects both legs.
2-point takedown secured by Yahya Thomas in the first 11 seconds.
Both guys coming off losses, upset losses. You can definitely tell they want to flip the script on that one. Yahya in on a single leg again off Lovett's 2-on-1 Russian tie. And he's getting close to a score there. Not quite, though. It is a position we've seen a bunch this dual meet. Yahya getting Lovett's right leg elevated. Lovett trying to tie him up. But Yahya's pretty close to scoring here. He managed to hook that bottom leg. And he's turning in. Hopefully the refs don't stop this, because Yahya's very close to scoring. Threatening danger. And that looks like 2. There we go, awarded.
2 points secured, takedown by Yahya Thomas. 4-1 lead for the Wildcat. Thomas coming in, looking extremely focused, just like Michael D'Agostino earlier.
Both seniors, I mean, they did not like that they lost their matches last week. They want to turn it back around. Both guys who aren't just here to wrestle, you know, they're here to win big matches. And Yahya's got some momentum already. Lovett doing a good job digging that right side underhook, keeping Yahya towards the edge of the mat. Maybe looking for a stall call, looking for Yahya to overreach here so he can score some points, but that's a pretty questionable stall call. Yahya was doing a really good job trying to circle back in. There's not a whole lot you can do when your opponent's trying to drive you out with an underhook, but refs have been somewhat inconsistent with these stall calls so far this match.
Thomas had an incredible last season, entered the national tournament as the 25th seed, managed to climb his way, finished 3rd, defeating 4 top 10 seeds in the process. Ridge Lovett went 1-2 at the tournament, did not place. Yahya Thomas looking for another takedown. Referee gives it to him.
That's going to get challenged, though.
Not quite sure that Thomas managed to establish control. Looked like Lovett rolled out of it rather quickly.
It's close. Similar situation with Cannon. I would be surprised if they gave that takedown to Yahya. But again, Yahya coming into that single leg off Lovett's 2-on-1. I mean, he's gotten to that 3 times. And hopefully he locks up this takedown. And then every single one of the takedowns this match has been off of Ridge Lovett's 2-on-1 tie. Yahya just coming around with a big swing single, getting to that leg. And I mean, Yahya's a strong guy. He gets a hand on your leg. He's not letting go of it.
Only 2 minutes so far have elapsed in this match at 149, but Jamie, we have not had a shortage of action. The call is confirmed by the referees. Thomas scoring 2 points, leads it 6-3 over the sophomore from Nebraska.
Definitely high action, high octane wrestling, like you said.
These two were set to face off at the Cliff Keen Invitational. We didn't get a chance to see them Ridge Lovett winning by medical forfeit. Yahya Thomas anxious to prove all of the Huskers fans that the Wildcat can do it against the number 4 ranked wrestler.
Lovett's had a strong season so far. And he's wrestling hard here, hand fighting hard, definitely moving into Yahya a lot. Yahya definitely wants to stay on his toes a little bit more, not let Lovett push him around. But so far, 3 takedowns to none. And Yahya's got a 3-point lead at the moment with 30 seconds of riding time. Mark Manning, very vocal. The sweater vest, an intimidating sight on the Husker side, but making his displeasure known with the refs. Match is definitely getting to him. Again, just like last weekend, another really obvious difference in coaching styles here. Labriola just casually fixing his tie, suited up as always.
We've seen more out of Andrew Howe than we have Matt Storniola.
Well, Howe gets excited. Howe's really invested in these matches. He's really invested in us as wrestlers. I mean, he wants us to win these matches. He wants us to wrestle well. But really, he just wants guys to wrestle how he knows we're capable of wrestling.
And he knows what it's like to wrestle at that high level. 4-time All-American at Wisconsin, 3-time Big Ten champion. Huge addition to the coaching staff.
Yep. NCAA champion, spent a couple years on the senior level, wrestling some of the best guys ever that the United States has produced. Guys like Jordan Burroughs and Kyle Dake, he's wrestled extremely close matches with. And he's an incredible wrestler, an incredible personality to have in the room. Really just a motivating guy to be around. Sometimes we'll get to practice, we'll be there at 6 in the morning. Coach Howell will be there, drenched in sweat. Already he's been working out for like 2 hours, then he just wrestles the whole practice with us. So he is a tough guy.
1 minute left in the second period. Yahya Thomas with a 6-4 lead. A couple of early takedowns. Ridge Lovett currently fighting out from beneath Thomas on the scorecard.
Lovett definitely moving forward more, staying on his offense. Yahya's got to get on his offense here to avoid a stalling call. We don't like to see Yahya moving backward this much. But Lovett's able to collect takedowns.
Lovett tying it up at 6-6 with that takedown. Had Thomas's leg. Able to convert it into a takedown. And we'll look to cut into Yahya Thomas's riding time.
This would be a big ride out here for Lovett, ending the period on top, managing to tie the score after giving up 3 takedowns to Yahya in the first period. And he's definitely kept a really good pace on. It looks like he's going to finish the period on top. And Yahya's got to turn it on again for the third period. We saw last week in his match against Mirren from Iowa, he started backing up at the end. Mirren was able to get a takedown. Yahya can't let that happen this time. Lovett's putting a lot of momentum forward, putting a lot of energy into Yahya. Yahya's got to push that back and get on his own offense for sure. It's a big third period.
Thomas will start out on bottom. Has an opportunity to go up if he secures this escape. But Ridge Lovett not letting him get away easy. Has that left leg.
That's 5. That Storniola challenging that. If you stay on your opponent's legs when you're riding on top for 5 seconds, you get a stalling call. And looks like the ref's coming through with that. Doesn't even have to review it. Looks like he just forgot to put the hand up. So now both guys have been dinged once for stalling. And that puts Yahya in a slightly more comfortable position, but definitely still not that comfortable. He's really got to score here, and it can't just be an escape. He's got to get 1 and then 2. He's got to keep wrestling. That's his second caution here, so another one, I believe, is a point for Lovett. I'm not entirely caught up on my caution rules, but this is a close match. It could come down to things like stall points or cautions or riding time. Lovett's putting in a hard ride. But he's holding on. He's got to return Yahya here. Looks like, that is arguably a stalling call as well, and the Northwestern side wants that to be known. Lovett's got it 2 legs in. If Yahya stands up here, well, he manages to flatten Yahya out, collecting some riding time. Yahya's got to get out.
35 seconds of riding time for Lovett.
Storniolo throws the brick.
Storniolo throwing in the brick. Referee does not see it. Looks like he just kicked it and will stop the match. No penalty on Ridge Lovett. No change in the call. No interlocking hands from Ridge Lovett. Yahya Thomas has to cut into this riding time with just over a minute left.
Yahya right up to his feet. Lovett with a big mat return. Throwing in legs again.
.57 seconds of riding time for Lovett. Yahya Thomas not out of this one yet.
Yahya's really got to get to his feet. It looks like Lovett's got a pretty good chance of getting his riding time over a minute, in which case Yahya, an escape would no longer cut it. He'd have to score even more points to get the win here. But this is a super close match so far. More just really high-octane, intense wrestling. Lovett taking his time on some of these mat returns, burning clock a little bit. Yeah, up again. 30 seconds left. Yeah, he's really got to get out now to send it to overtime.
Riding time point is now secured for Ridge Lovett, so a 7-6 lead. Yahya Thomas needs at least one.
15 seconds left. Lovett's doing a good job flattening Yahya out, keeping his face in the mat. This is a big ride out by Lovett. Some really good top wrestling here. And looks like he'll lock it up with the riding time point. That's a heartbreaking loss, especially after scoring 3 takedowns in the first.
A huge last third period. Rich Lovett showing off his singlet to the crowd. Unfortunate once again for Yahya Thomas. Back-to-back tough losses. But the number 4 ranked wrestler in the country takes it. Will advance to 13-2. Before at 157, number 5, Peyton Robb for Nebraska, taking on number 2 in the country, Ryan Deakin out of Northwestern.
Deakin's back after a couple weeks off. He's back, and he hasn't had a lot of matches this year, but he's definitely looking to show that he's got it. He's coming for the NCAA title this year. He's not messing around.
Deakin finishing 3rd at the national championships last year, has back-to-back Big Ten championship wins, has had a stronghold on this division for the past 3 years. Peyton Robb wrestled at 165 last year, coming down to 157 this year, looking to take down the Alpha Dog.
Deakin in on a single leg. Robb doing a good job blocking his hand, but Deakin's continuing to wrestle through it, looking for his 2. Nebraska fans want that to be a danger call because Deakin was on one shoulder blade, but that's a pretty funky position to call danger from. Robb's had some good matches with Northwestern guys in the past couple years. Had a good match with David Ferrante last year. Wrestled an extra match against Enkhmandakh, where Ankhaa managed to headlock him, slam him right in the mat in the first couple minutes. That was pretty exciting to watch. But Deakin's definitely looking to burn that purple N into his memory.
Peyton Robb coming off a win on Friday against Garrett Model from Wisconsin, 17-11 decision. High scoring, high energy. It's what we've come to expect from the sophomore out of Owatonna, Minnesota for the Huskers. As for Ryan Deakin, as you said, Jamie, the first time we've seen him in over 2 weeks. Last time we saw him dual meet against Wisconsin, winning 8-3 over Garrett Model. Looks like he has come back here to put his name in Huskers memories.
Absolutely. Deakin's another guy who doesn't want to win close. He wants to blow matches open. He doesn't really wrestle to win so much as he does to dominate his opponents. He likes breaking wills. That's what he's good at. I mean, he's just extremely strong. Holds really good position. Just has really, really high wrestling IQ. He's in his short offense now. Looking to reach around that left leg. Score off this front headlock. And he doesn't get tired. Deakin's got an unbelievable gas tank.
Ryan Deakin, 2 seasons ago in 2020, the national finals canceled due to COVID, went 21-0. Would have come in as the number 1 seed in the national championship, 3-time All-American, looking to become only the 4th 4-time All-American in Northwestern history. But right now, with 45 seconds left in the first, he has Peyton Robb in order to improve to 7-0 in this season.
Just more good hand fighting from both guys so far this match. It's been a super exciting dual meet so far. I mean, it's got me on the edge of my seat for sure. Deakin in again, looking for that single leg. He's pretty extended here, but he's a strong guy. He's good at scoring from this position, although they are on the edge of the mat. And the ref will call that a stalemate. Like I said, the refs have tough jobs, but, definitely like him to stay involved. Deakin in, and managing to collect both legs briefly there for a second. And he's in a good position to score here. He's stepped over the leg, and he's looking back for a little danger call maybe. But time runs out.
10 more seconds there. Ryan Deakin almost certainly would have scored a point. 2 points with the takedown, 2 points with the near fall. Would have had a chance to put some points on the board. But we'll start the second period with Deakin on bottom, Peyton, Robb on top.
And even with no score, that's a good way to end the period. You know, Robb ended the period on his back. Deakin, you know, hung out there for a couple seconds, didn't let him get up right away, just reminding him of where Deakin wants to put him. And he's out immediately. Deakin's really consistent on bottom, just really good at getting out immediately. And coming in right back for his offense. Like he might have stepped over his ankle there for a second, but looking pretty good. Refs telling them to watch interlocking fingers. That's been a recurring call this dual meet. Good snap from Robb, but Deakin manages to stay in position.
Deakin still with the 1-0 lead. Robb looking for that takedown, but great defense from Deakin, as we've seen in the first 3 minutes of this match.
More interlocking fingers. Deakin only up by 1 so far, despite coming pretty close to a takedown on 2 occasions. And now he's in on a single leg. That's his go-to shot, his lefty sweep single. He's coming around. Peyton's working a deep whizzer. Oh, and he puts Deakin on his back. No score just yet. They're continuing action. Deakin's continuing to wrestle. He's got the leg collected, but that was savvy wrestling from Robb. And now Deakin's back in that same old position, over the top, hooking that bottom leg. Robb's in danger here, getting a danger call. Deakin locks in the takedown off the danger call.
2-point takedown secured for Ryan Deakin.
I don't know why the ref would call a stalemate there immediately after the takedown. Like I said, they have hard jobs, but this ref is definitely, you know, seems like there are 3 wrestlers on the mat in this match for sure. Deakin's got to keep his cool. He's a hammer on top.
Robb looking to get an escape before the end of the second period.
Double leg. Keeping him down on the edge of the mat, not letting Robb crawl off. Although, looks like Robb touched the hardwood floor there. The Huskers have done that a couple times this dual meet. Can't fault them for it necessarily, even though you'd like to see tougher bottom wrestling. But reset for Peyton Robb.
Deakin still in control with 10 seconds left in the period.
Robb looking for a little Granby roll. Deakin staying tight. 2 seconds left. That's a good ride out. End the period.
At the end of period 2, Northwestern.
Only 2 minutes left between these 2 wrestlers. 2 minutes left in the 10 matches of this dual meet. Peyton Robb will go bottom. Ryan Deakin with 23 seconds of riding time. This one definitely not over, as Peyton Robb looks to turn the score around and start off his comeback with a 1-point escape.
Robb looking for that roll again, but Deakin's got his wrist locked up. He's staying tight. He's got Robb extended. He's got Robb's hand behind his back here. Working a little arm bar. Threatening a bar and a wrist. Deakin's mean from this position, and he's definitely looking for a score here. Robb doing a good job staying on his base. Deakin cannot get overexcited. He's got to be patient here. It's a lot of pressure, and he's got time to work. Doing a good job pushing Robb's shoulder into his ear. Getting pretty close to tipping him over at that point, but Robb doing a good job fighting back down.
Deakin has accumulated over a minute of riding time. Referee right there with them.
Potentially dangerous call.
Taylor Vence has just screamed at the referee out of his seat as a third assistant coach, teammates trying to get him to sit back down.
It looked like Peyton Robb straightened his arm out, trying to slip it out, and in that position, Deakin's, of course, going to keep running it over. So Ven's looking out for his teammates, admirable thing, but definitely no illegal action there. Just hard, mean top wrestling, which is, you know, coincidentally how Ven's wrestled in his match. So, he shouldn't be complaining too much. Stall call against Peyton. Robb. Deakin just suffocating him on top, keeping those wrists. It looks like Robb's trying to lift his head just to take a breath right now, but his head is firmly on the mat. Deakin really just putting on a clinic on top. He's got that armbar again. Robb looks like he's in pain.
Deakin has controlled the majority of this match from the top position, has secured the riding time point, just reached 2 minutes on top, only 20 seconds left.
And see, Robb straightens out his arm again. That's a pretty bad illegal call, I think. Robb very clearly straightened out his own arm to try to slip the arm bar, and Deakin just continues working it. Sorniola on the mat, looking to have a word with the ref. Robb putting himself in a dangerous position in order to get out, and that's how you wrestle when you want to win. You take risks. He's definitely putting his shoulder in a compromised position, but I don't think the ref should be awarding that with a point, given that this is the second time that Robb has actively straightened his arm out, trying to get out of that arm bar.
Robb's first point secured, given to him by the referee.
And now Robb's on his back. Good mat return from Deakin, just ending on top. He's pissed, and he's letting Robb know it with a mean cross face. Robb's coming close to getting out here, and that's a little victory for Robb. You know, first period was real close, but Deakin put on a dominating ride. He's got 2.5 minutes of riding time.